Kitkatscanread. So you know when there's just like so many books that are coming out and like they're coming out really fast and everyone's like reading all these great and amazing books or like first books in the series, there's sequels coming out and you just feel like where am I going to find the time to read these books? Hey guys, it's Katie. Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be bringing you my May TBR. So for the month of May I'm going to be doing like mood reading. There's loads of books that I want to read and there are some review books as well that I will obviously try and focus on too, but this is mostly going to be me pick and choosing books from this big amount that I'm going to share with you. And of course it could be subject to change. I could talk about all of these books and then still change my mind. But I just like having a TBR. I like having a selection to choose from, and these are ones that as I was like looking around my flat I was just like, they're the ones that are jumping out to me, so I wanted to share them with you guys. Pizza Hut, a Pizza Hut, Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza, McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut. Book number 1 is Dagamouth by H.M. Wolfe. This is my indie copy. It is being traditionally published very soon actually, but I really liked the cover of this one, so I did go to great lengths to get it, and I'm glad that I do. I've been hearing nothing but amazing things about this book and I am just very much like highly anticipating it because I just hear so many great things. I'm just like, you know what, I really want to read it now and just see what all the fuss is about and jump on the bandwagon with everyone else. I did put it on my April TBR, but unfortunately didn't get around to reading it, so I'm hoping month of May is going to be the perfect time to read this. Next of all, I've got Yes Year by Claire Burke. I've been hearing really good things about this one as well, and it's kind of being quite hyped in the minute, and it just sounds really intriguing. It's not long been since I've actually got this actually, so I'm not sure if I've actually showed this in a haul yet or not, but if so, then here it is right now. But yeah, I'm just really intrigued by this one. It just sounds so super interesting. Also from my April TBR, I'm forwarding on Shot in the Dark by Mary Dublin and Anne Kensley. This is meant to be a bit like supernatural. There's like two characters that are very similar to Sam and Dean, and they have somebody who helps them, who I believe is a fairy in this one, which I suppose is meant to be like Castiel from the Supernatural series. So yeah, of course I'm super intrigued. I am rewatching Supernatural at the minute, so I have high hopes. So of course this has got to be on the list. I'm hoping I can get around to reading it in May. And I have a massive urge to read this book, so this one will probably be read in May, and that is Dungeon Crawler Call by Matt Denneman. And yeah, this is the first book that's in the series. I know there's a fair few out at the minute, and there's a new one that's literally coming out in the month of May, and I just want to jump on the bandwagon. I feel like I'm going to really enjoy this book. I love RPGs myself and games, video games, so I'm thinking this is my sort of book. So I'm really hoping that is what I'm going to enjoy. And there's also a cat in this book, so it's just a book that's meant to be for me. So I got this from the library, but I do actually own the paperback, but I find for some reason reading hardbacks a lot easier to read. So I do have a physical copy of this as a paperback, but I got the hardback from the library, and that's The Night We Met by Abby Jimenez. So I literally found this quite recently, and it was on my April TBR as like my paperback. I've literally got it right here. So like, as you can imagine, it's very small, but yeah, just I just find it better to read. I much prefer hardbacks. So when I saw the library had this hardback version, I was like, oh my goodness. I mean, like, look, it just like opens so easily and I won't damage it, and yeah, so yeah, I'm forwarding this onto the month of May. I do really want to read it. This is Abby Jimenez's most recent book release as well, and I've been hearing a lot of buzz around this. Also, I am forwarding With Fire in Their Blood by Kat Delacourt. I've renewed this, didn't get around to reading it in the month of April, but I would like to because the sequel is now out and I absolutely loved this book the first time round, so I have high hopes for this one. I really hope I can get to reading it in May. I'm also forwarding The Wedding People by Alison Espach. It's just a lot of people last year said they really enjoyed this one, and it was on a lot of people's favourite books of the year or videos that I watched from people, so I want to see what all the fuss is with this one. And I've also been seeing it around, especially in like supermarkets and stuff, so yeah, hopefully I can get around to reading it and seeing what all the fuss is about. And then of course I got Break the Fall by Jennifer E. Capelli. I'm also forwarding this one as well, and this is, I believe, her most recent. I've got Funny Hedge and I've also got the game set match, and then there was this one, Break the Fall. So yeah, I've got this from the library, so I need to get it read anyway, and it sounds really cute and it's the right time for you to read these sort of books. So I'm also putting on some BookBox books, and the first of which is The Gravewood by Kelly Andrew. I'm so happy that I have this one. It's got vampires inside it. It sounded really great when I was looking at it in Waterstones. I added it to my wish list and then it came in the Fairly YA box. I'm very excited, so of course I'm putting this on the TBR. Another one is Death's Daughter by S.A. Barnes. This one I'm probably the most excited for out of all of them. It just sounds so great. I'm really intrigued. Like, she's literally the daughter of death. It's just, it sounds so cool. So I'm very hyped. I mean, look at these edges as well. But yeah, I'm so excited for this one. And I'm forwarding on First Time Caller by B.K. Borison. I'm still hearing people talking about this book and saying like how amazing the first one is. The second one not so much, but I just want to see what the fuss is about with this one. And yeah, I just didn't get around to reading it in April. April was a bit of a bomb blast, especially the last week of April, so I'm really hoping my reading can be a bit better in the month of May. Another option is Unapologetic Love Story by Elle McNicol. This is Elle's most recent release. It's her first adult debut romance. I like this because there is neurodivergent representation in this. I feel like I'm going to relate to this so much, and I'm very excited for it, so hopefully I can get around to reading it in the month of May. So The Chase by Elle Kennedy was one that I looked at on my TBR cart, and I was like, maybe this is the time to read it, because Elle Kennedy's book series are like being released in the UK or have been released in the UK. They're there as like book boxes, and I really want to read them. So yeah, this is actually like the indie published book that's like the paperback that's all floppy, and of course I have a thing for these. So yeah, this is the first book that's in the Briar U series, so hopefully I can get around to reading this one. So this book was on my top books I would like to read in the year, and that's Hot British Boyfriend by Christy Boyce. This sounds really good, so I'm going to forward it as an option for May. I have The Cat Share by Angela Jariwala. I don't know anybody that's really like spoken about this, but the concept of this, sharing a cat, I mean, it sounds great. I mean, it sounds cute, and it's piqued my interest, so this is going to be an option for me. I have Flawless by Elsie Silver, and this is the first book that's in this series, and I've had this a while now, and there are loads of books out in the series now, and I just want to jump onto it and give it a read and just see why this book series is popular. I've also put on Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh as an option. I've just been hearing lots of people talking about this series, and I know it's like really popular as well. It's quite a chonker, but I'm told it's one of those kind of like guilty pleasure reads, so I'm thinking if I feel like I really need those sort of like books, that's going to be like kind of like those, I don't know like how to kind of explain it, like I suppose those trash kind of books that you end up liking. I don't know, it's just it's just like the things I hear, but I will probably end up enjoying it because I tend to like the trashy sort of books. But yeah, the first book in the Boys of Tommen series, and I need to find out what all the fuss about. Like I mean, it's really huge, that's what she said. It's under 800 pages, that's crazy. But I suppose if it is one of those really good addictive books, you just don't realise you're flying through them. So that's another option. Another option would be Bite Me, Royce Taslim by Lauren Ho. I have had this on my TBR for a couple of years now. I put it down when I first got it. Not that I wasn't enjoying it. I don't actually really know why I put it down. I think something was going on. Yeah, it was 2024, so yeah, that's when I put it down. And I've been wanting to get back into it, but I just haven't. I'm going to have to start it from the beginning again. I was like 80 pages in it, but I can't really remember too much about the beginning part. I can't remember like ish, and I'm sure it'll come back to me quite easily. But I feel like this is the sort of book that I need right now. I think I need my contemporaries at the minute. I'm putting on Diabound by Sable Sorensen. This is the first book that's in this series. We are having a sequel coming out very soon, and I do have that pre-ordered as well. I was lucky that I managed to find this, but I hear this is like Direwolves. I'm hearing it's really good as well, and so I have been intrigued, of course, because lots of people have been reading it at the minute. So yeah, because of that, that's why this is going to be on the list of potentials. So I couldn't resist putting this one on. This is actually the first Mindsight book for the month of April. I think it was March. I can't even remember already. It was the first ever Mindsight book book, and I am so excited because it's been massively hyped, and that is The Ending Writes Itself by Evelyn Clark. I've been hearing really good things about this, and yeah, this is a thriller mystery, and yeah, it sounds so cool and interesting, and it's a different genre to what I've been putting on my TBR. So if I need that sort of kind of like dark side, something that's a bit different, that's going to get my attention and have all these twists and turns and stuff, then this will be a perfect option. I'm also putting Half City by Kate Golden. I am hearing so many good things about this. I still haven't been able to pick it up past a couple of months that I've had it on a TBR, so I'm really hoping that I can. Whether it like gets read, I'm not sure. I've got so many options, obviously, so we'll see if this ends up being one that I pick up in May. So as well as The Chase, I've also put on The Deal by Elle Kennedy, the first book that's in the Off Campus series. Again, this is another series that's been UK published as a whole box set, especially in the works, and I just hear really good things about these books by Elle Kennedy, and I hear that they're great and very addictive. This is actually on my top books to read this year anyway, so I needed to put a fresh new book from the list. So without choosing it from the grab machine, I just went and picked one myself that I was most excited out of the ones that were left. And this is the one that I've gone with. I've also put on Punk 57 by Penelope Douglas, another kind of like one of those popcorny kind of like reads, where it's like you can't stop reading it, you're really enjoying it. I was just reading the synopsis of it and I was like, yes, this is the moment that I want to read this. And I've read books by Penelope Douglas before and absolutely devoured them, so I'm hoping that I would do the same with this one. On the list, I am putting Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. It's about time that I try and get this read. I mean, there's like 3 books out at the minute. This one, oh no, I can't even say it, but there's 3 books out of this in a minute. This one, The Iron One, and Onyx Storm. So yeah, I don't have Onyx Storm. I have the second one though, in a special edition. But yeah, so this book, I know they've started releasing them again with like these gorgeous sprayed edges and waterstones and that, but I just want to see what this book is about because everybody absolutely love it. I mean, it says brutal games, grumpy dragons, and sexual tension. This is quoted by Jennifer Armstrong, who's one of my favourite authors. So yeah, I should read it because loads of people say how amazing it is. It's very popular, and it's a fantasy with dragons in it. Dragons are my favourite animals. If I could have a pet dragon, I could. So I'm putting this on the list as a potential, and hopefully May is the time to get it read. I'm also putting on another popular book, and that is When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker. Look at this gorgeous edition. I missed out on getting the matching second book for this one, but I do have the second book pre-ordered from Waterstones and I think it's signed. So there is that. This one, oh yeah, I managed to get this one hand signed, so I was very lucky to get my hands on this one when it was first up. But I mean, like, look, Is that not effing pretty? And I haven't read it yet. So shameful. Shameful. I was just holding off of the hype a little bit, just in case the hype ruined it for me, which it has done in the past, ruined books for me. But maybe now is the time. It's the second dragon book I'm putting on this TBR right here. So could this be the time? I'm feeling this book, so this could be the time. Next of all, I'm putting on another popular book. That is Silver Elite by Danny Francis. I'm hearing so many good things about this book. I do have the second book pre-ordered as well. So I need to get this read, obviously for the sequel. But like, yeah, I'm really hoping that I do enjoy it first. So fingers crossed I do. I hear really good things, and dystopian seems to be making a comeback. So I am excited to read it. Fingers crossed I can get around to reading it. And who knows? I've chosen number 6 for my unwrapped book for the month. So I haven't forgotten about these. So these are just like books that I've wrapped up at the end of the year, beginning of the year. And I'm unwrapping one each month. So I went for one that I probably would enjoy. So I've got Stuck Up and Stupid by Angry Rice and Kate Rice. I need a good contemporary to read, so that's the one I'm unwrapping for the month of May. Hopefully I can get around to reading this one. It talks about summer, and like May is more summer, so yeah, I'm very excited. And then the last physical book that I'm showing you in this video is actually a book that I got at Yale. I purchased a book in order to get this arc, and this arc is This Boy I Hardly Know by Lisa Heathfield, and I managed to get it signed and personalised as well whilst there. But this book is actually releasing in May. Lisa is just like one of the loveliest people ever, and this one actually sounds really great, so I'm very excited for this one. And yeah, really looking forward to reading that. So of course I have some review books that I will be picking and choosing from as and when. I've got 1, 2, okay, there's at least 7 of them are graphic novels, so they will be easy reads for me, so that's great. And yeah, like I've got a few other contemporaries. I'm just trying to think the ones that are like really calling out to me. I think Real Summer by Cass Morgan's really calling out to me. That comes out on the 12th. And also The Perfect Matchup by Stevie Green, that comes out on the 21st. That one is like calling out to me. Undercover Honeymoon by Joe Watson, that comes out on the 28th. That sounds really, really great. And Annie Knows Everything by Rachel Wood, that literally comes out on the 7th, so that's near the beginning. But that sounds really interesting too. So I've got all those options and they're all being drawn towards me. But I will be reading those as and when, and I tend to like slot in graphic novels in between reads. So there you have it, guys. That's a lot of books that I've mentioned in today's video, but like I say, I'm just going to be picking and choosing from them. They're not a guaranteed TBR of like, these are all the books that I am reading. It's just like, you know, I'm going to be choosing from them. So as the next read, I'll be like, right, are there any of them calling out to me, or are there like a few calling out to me, and I can do a spinner wheel on those few or stuff and go from there. Obviously I've got a nice vast amount of books on the TBR, which is always great to have. So yeah, I'm super excited. And yeah, so if you've read any of these books, do let me know your thoughts on them, and if there's any that you think I would like or that I should read definitely soon, then also comment that as well. But yeah, I always like to know your thoughts on ones that you've read. Let me know what books you're planning on reading for the month of May as well, and any pre-orders or book releases that you're quite excited for in the month of May. But that's it for me for this video. If you've enjoyed it, give it a like, thumbs up, and follow me on my socials if you so wish, which will be in the description. But that's it for me, guys. Keep smiling, keep reading, and be happy. My name is Katie, and I'll see all of you wonderful, awesome people in my next video. Bye!